guys, I'm back. After what, nearly 2.5 years, I've finally returned. Well, I can't exactly remember exactly when it was, but it was a while back now, isn't it, since the old channel died. So, first and foremost, guys, I want to thank everybody who has stuck with me on Instagram and kept up with me on other certain bits of social media. I won't get into details into reasons why I left YouTube, but I will say one major thing, which I neglected to mention when I did leave the channel previous. Things really got stressful for me, guys, like they do in life, and like I said, for reasons which I don't want to share, I'm not going to mention too much about it. But here we are, back again for round two, or three, or five, depending. The thing is, I'm back. So, guys, before I get into details and various bits and pieces of what is going to be going on with the new channel, I better talk to you all about the three basic rules I've got set up for things. It's going to help in the long run of things, not just for myself, but for everybody else, and obviously to the naysayers and people who don't want to talk about much. They can either come or they can go. So, enough riddling, let's talk a bit about the rules. Sit back and relax, get yourself a cup of tea or whatever you need, by the way, because this is going to be a bit of a long video. So, I have thought about three very important rules for the new YouTube channel, guys, and like I say, you can either respect them or disappear. I'm not here to listen to trolls or to people who are going to basically be a complete nuisance with things. We're adults here, let's act like them. So, first and foremost is the channel will be free. So, the old channel, I don't know if I remember telling you guys. If I did, well, I can't remember now, and it was a while back. But my old YouTube channel, I used to get paid by YouTube. After you hit 1,000 subscribers, YouTube asks if you'd like to join a monetization thing so you can get paid through YouTube. At first, it sounded like a pretty cool idea to me, but as time went on, I noticed, well, let me put it this way, monetization was a nightmare when it came down to adverts, because even though I didn't want adverts at certain times of video, they'd come up anyway. And then when I was asking about some other bits and pieces to do with monetization, i.e. stuff which I was actually wanting to sell about, it still didn't happen. So that went completely out the window. The last thing, the reason why the channel was going to be free this time, is basically down to algorithms. Now, I absolutely detest that word beyond belief sometimes, because, yeah, it can work, and when it works perfectly, but then there are times where it just completely goes up in the air. A single video goes off to somebody else, and then suddenly I have 4 or 5 people calling me. Well, we won't go into details because it's not necessary. But yes, guys, the channel is going to be free, so there'll be no monetization on my end of things. That if you do see a video, well, if you do see an advert on any of the videos in the future, that is not down to me. That is YouTube doing its thing. That has nothing to do with me. So I do apologise for that, but that's out of my hands. And obviously, it also is going to stop algorithms from trying to search me up on other things that people are not interested in, and it goes in the content will go in the right place. I'm sure this is the major thing it's all going to do. It's going to go where I need it to go, not where it disappears off to. So that's rule number one. The channel is going to be completely and utterly free. Number two is about comments. Now, a good portion of you out there were pretty good last time. I had no problems with a good load of you. And Captain Charlemagne, if you do rejoin the channel, welcome back, mate. 1 or 2 other people out there who have recently joined the channel, welcome back. Cheers, guys. I do appreciate your support. I hope you enjoy the content. A bit more into that later on. But the thing which I did notice, and this was prior to me shutting down the old YouTube channel, now I did have a couple of comments come through which were not coming through the usual way, which I thought was a bit odd, but when they did get released, Suddenly I became a target for various things. So what I'm basically trying to say is rule number 2, be kind to each other, be nice to each other, be nice to me, no trolling, no fascism, especially that one, because that was the one that drove me insane the most time, all because of one particular warship, which had nothing to do with it anyway. Yeah, just be kind to each other, guys. Any disgraceful comments or any comments that come under that sort of thing, i.e. to do with politics, or people think, for example, I'm a Nazi or stuff like that, I will delete and report. There is no, I'll give you a chance to say sorry. No, those days are gone. You make comments like that, they're gone. So that's number 2, guys. Number 3 is probably the most important of all rules. Sorry guys, I've got a piece of paper which I'm staring at because I didn't want to get things mucked up here. And it's basically going to be about the content. Now, for the most part, the channel was basically about what I uploaded. After all, the channel is about what I want to show to you guys, not the opposite way around. But there were a couple of individuals out there that would not stop pestering me of, oh, can you build this? Can you build that? Can you do this? Can you do that? Why did you put that colour on there? Why did you do it that colour? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Because it's a model. It's art. You do exactly what you want to do with it. So this is where number 3 is a very important rule to me. Because I do exactly what I want to do on how I want to do it. So any Rivet counters out there that don't like my models for whatever reason, please go to another channel and watch somebody else who's clearly more professional than me. I've actually never said that I was professional before, so God knows where that came from. My granddad taught me how to build models when I was a very young boy at 4 years old. And there were things which I did different colours to other people, but that's basically because I improvised because I didn't have the colours at hand. And these days, the way the world has gone with model paints and stuff, it's even more difficult. But I can prevail, and I still have. So yeah, guys, the channel is what I want to show to you guys, and that's basically about it. You can make suggestions if there's something you've seen in the background, i.e. maybe, for instance, I've got Oliver Hazard Perry frigate lying in my collection, which I'm eventually going to show off. Or, another example, you might see stuff like this, which you might go, oh, are you going to do a review on that, Wolf? Sort of thing. Well, yeah, I will obviously acknowledge those comments and put it down on the list because that's how I communicate with people. But there's no more demanding. Any demands, I won't listen to. You can leave it up there, you can beg, whine and moan as much as you want. I won't be acknowledging it anymore. So that's the rules, guys. That's the important part, and probably for some people the most important part of the way. But it needed to be done because it's important to this new channel. If things get out of hand like they did last time, which I hardly doubt because we're going to be doing things differently this time, I have got my wife's permission to shut things off. Because I will, guys. I will shut things off if it gets crazy this time round. But again, hopefully, touching wood, which this desk is definitely made of this time. I've got a new desk. Touching wood, it won't end up this time. There. Won't end up that way this time. There you go. Got there in the end of the day with things. So let's discuss a bit what is going to be going on in the future with the channel. So first of all, guys, it's not going to be as much as it used to be in the future. I'm not going to be uploading a video every day of the week. It just got way too much. Sometimes content would not go up properly. Sometimes it would corrupt itself during recording, or the thing wouldn't upload properly. My phone would suddenly turn off on me. The internet would switch off, and then it would all basically bugger up on me. So I've decided to keep the content to 2 days a week, and I will explain the reason why it's just 2 days. So Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays are going to be called Warship Wednesdays, and Fridays are going to be called Fantasy Fridays. They obviously have their own episodes, so if you guys get stuck and go, oh, did I miss something? Don't worry, there'll be an episode next door to that Wednesday or Friday. So, a good example, episode 1, Warship Wednesday, episode 6, Fantasy Friday, that sort of thing. So you won't miss content if you well, if you are out of the loop, so to speak. So, like I said, the major reason why we keep it to 2 days a week is because I have a life, like anyone else does, guys. We all have things to do with ourselves these days more than most others. You know, it's important to get other things important. YouTube is not the backbone of anybody as far as I'm concerned. It is a hobby. It was supposed to be a hobby to start with, and it's a hobby now. So, Wednesday mornings and Wednesday and Friday mornings are the only two times I can do anything involving the channel and uploading and all that stuff. You've seen it on Instagram. It's also a thing which does. It's not always regularly content that goes up on there. Although recently there has been, because I've had lots of things to basically finish up and finish off. More on that later. So, Warship Wednesdays in particular are a thing which I know probably some of you thinking, oh, so Wolf, you're going to start building the models from scratch again? You're going to start showing us every single detail? No, guys, because it's a long... Some of the videos were about 30 minutes, and sometimes when I used to look back on the editing and stuff, sometimes I'm sitting and I'm thinking, oh my goodness me, I'm getting bored just watching myself just putting two turrets together, putting this together. When I'm thinking, I'll just do updates regularly. If it's not a model review, I'll do updates regularly every week, showing you guys what I've done, and then that's basically the end of that video. So for instance, I mean, this is a good example. Working on HMS Belfast. What have I done to it so far? Built the turrets, built this, done this and done that. Video done, sort of thing. Fantasy Friday. I painted this, I got that painted up, got that cleaned up, end of video sort of thing, you know? It'll become more clear when we get into things, guys, you know, with videos. It'll become a lot more clearer as we go along with things. I have got a Discord server set up, but until I figure out how to connect the YouTube channel over to the server, because I'm trying to do the same with my Instagram, so that if you are going from link to link and there's some pictures you missed out on Instagram or you missed something on Discord, it's obviously going to be on the channel. But I'm trying to make it easier for everyone to, so they can just see it all in one bundle. But for some reason, it's probably staring at me right in front of my face at the moment with what I've got going on, because the other thing is I'm running the new channel and all the content through an iPad Generation 6, which my wife has given me, bless her. So everyone say thank you to Jules if you ever see her in the future, which I'm pretty sure you will. Anyway, she's right here.
Hello, everybody.
Most important person in my life. Remember, guys, if you've got a wife, keep them. Very important. There you go. There's the cameo appearance of Jules, because I know some of you are probably asking about her. Right, guys. I can't think of anything else that really needs to be said. The most important thing at the moment is I'm still trying to get things built up. There will not be a video next Wednesday, because obviously, as I said before, I'm still getting things fixed up and sorted out. I'm making sure as well that my iPad has got enough power to do content in, checking the uploading time to see how long it takes, you know, all that stuff basically, guys. The stuff that you don't really need to know too much about. But the most important thing for you all to understand is I'm back, and yeah, I say better than ever really with things. Oh yeah, like I do forget, I've also forgot to mention about Fantasy Fridays. So you can tell I don't make a script up, can't you? I never have. So Fantasy Fridays are going to be about things like the Warthog, Warhammer and all that stuff. Now, it's also going to involve stuff to do with furries, because I have got a costume I'm going to be working on, which you guys will see progress on most definitely. Some of you already know about the progress. There'll be a video about that in a later date. But basically, at first there'll be updates on the various models I'm building, but then there'll also be model reviews on the models I've also finished. So, a good example, I've got a bunch of Hell of a Boss characters which I have recently painted and built. I'll be doing a review on each individual character. Yes, I'm a Hell of a Boss fan. You can see me wearing a t-shirt here. The Stuller's just staring at you with his big red eyes there. More on that later on, guys. But yeah, that's it for now. any questions, any concerns, please let me know in the comments below. I think I've made things quite clearly. If I haven't, I do apologise, guys, but it's the way I am. That's how I'm built. In the meantime, guys, I want to thank you all for watching, and thank you all for your support. To all those who have followed me over from Instagram, guys, it has been a good couple of years since I did YouTube, and it has been a bit emotional with certain things. But I'm just glad to see that a lot of people actually miss me than I thought, really, because I thought when the channel died, I thought nobody would take much notice. But you have. So, glad to be of service, guys. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys next video. You take care. Have a nice weekend, have a nice weekend. As I used to say, ta-ta for now.